Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We're presenting a sample for jealous to try. Okay. Tax mix lush possessive. Direct test scratch nauseous. Spin irregular ecological and strain. Ecological. I feel like this has to be a fill in the blank because like what else would you do with ecological? But I'm not thinking of like a good fill in the blank for that. Ecological activism, maybe? I don't know if that's even a phrase. I'm gonna have to wait on that. We do have possessive, irregular, present. Are these tenses? Sounds like grammar things, at least. What would be the other grammar adjective? I think grammar may make some nauseous, but I don't think that's what they would do. Would it be direct? See, I'm just looking at what would be adjectives. Sample, jealous. Certainly don't have jealous grammar. Mix, it would be mixed. I think mixed, but I don't even think that's a thing. Direct is the only thing I can think of that would go with present, irregular, possessive. Yeah, I think direct might make sense. Let's give that a try. Yeah, okay. Adjectives used in grammar. Wait, what? I was more accurate than I thought with my description of that category. Because I was trying to be general because I was like, I don't know, maybe this is specific to more specific than I would know. Anyway, so I'm seeing more adjectives. Jealous, nauseous. Is that an adjective? Now I'm double. I think it is an adjective. Ecological is an adjective. Lush is an adjective. I don't really understand what those would be though. Let's see if we can find something easier here. Tax and strain seem very similar. Like you're taxed, you're strained, you're having difficulties. You're at your limit. It's testing you, maybe. You're trying, like it's, yeah, I mean, these are the only ones I can think that would go with it, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, stretch as one's patience. It's patience that's being stretched. Gotcha. You're at the limit of your patience. Okay, so one of these is green. I probably could just target that one. Sample? Spin. Spin and mix. Let's see, we have scratch. I mean, we've got verbs and adjectives, I think, right? Verbs, it would be spin, mix, scratch, and sample. And then adjectives would be jealous, lush, ecological, and nauseous. I think that's enough to finish this. I would like to know what these categories are, though. Is this just, I don't know, like scratch and sample, I could see meaning like taking a small amount. Like you're taking a scratch of it. I wouldn't actually say you're taking a scratch of it, but I could see that. If someone said that, I'd know what they mean. Like you're scratching off a little bit of it, sampling it. But mix and spin are similar to each other, but I don't think these two groups are similar to each other, and that's what's confusing me. You have a spin cycle on a washing machine. I don't think washing machines get jealous or nauseous, though. Okay. I guess I'll try this and see what the category is. Yeah, I mean, I was right. Things a DJ does. Oh, okay. I don't think I was on the right track there, but I mean, it was the only verbs, and then these are adjectives, but what could this possibly be? Jealous, lush, ecological, and nauseous. Ecological feels so out there. But, I mean, none of them really relate. It is the purple, so they don't have to relate that closely, but... Are these things that you associate with green? Like you're green with jealousy, it's green, lush, if it's lush, it's green. Ecological is associated with green, like green energy, right? And then when you're nauseous, that like even the emoji for that is green. So I'm going to go with that. What green might mean. Perfect. Okay. So actually, I figured out the purple, but not the green, which is interesting. But I mean, just splitting them by tense, not tense, part of speech, whatever you'd call that, seemed to work out. Yeah, I'm curious what they called the difficulty of this one. I haven't been checking. It's not because I didn't want to, it's because I forgot. So let me just check the difficulty. Today's difficulty was 3.4 out of 5, and I feel like this was much easier for me than say one of the 2.6s from last week. So I don't really trust their difficulty ratings. Whatever they're using to judge the difficulty doesn't seem to match with my own experience very often. And for those asking where I'm checking the difficulty, on desktop, there's this light bulb icon on the top right. If you click it, it goes to the connections companion for the puzzle. If you're on mobile, you may not have that, like if you're in the app, but you can just Google for the connections companion. They do a blog post every day. It doesn't have much in it. It's long for no reason because it's got the same text every time. So really the only thing you can see in there that's interesting is they do have unique art every day related to the puzzle. And then they have the difficulty rating out of 5, which is based on their testing. And then they have hints where really what it is you can reveal a word that goes in each of the categories if you need a hint. So anyway, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Friday, August 2nd. Let's go. Orion's Belt. Reminds me of MIB. Sides in a historic tennis battle. I have no idea what that means. You might really feel this in your core. Are they talking about like doing core exercises? I'm not sure. Like working out your abs. Blank well that ends well. All's well that ends well. WSJ or WAPO competitor. Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, New York Times? Maybe? What's visible when wearing a crop top? Your belly. In high school, they called that the bare midriff, and it was banned. You couldn't bare your midriff as part of my high school's dress code. Glorify. Exalt. They love exalt. Monocle's middle. A lens. Shame, shame, clicking sound. Tisk, tisk. I learned that from crosswords. Reach across. Span? Oh, hey, I got it. All right, let's look at these ones I couldn't get. Sides in a historic tennis battle. Sexes. Like men versus women? You might really feel this in your core. Plank. Okay, so it was a core exercise, the plank. Okay. I think I got all the other ones. Nice. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do Strands for August 2nd. Today's theme is Here, There, and Everywhere. Is that Titanic? Near, far, wherever you are. Let's see. Here, there, and everywhere. It doesn't immediately make me think of a spanogram, so I think I'm going to have to hunt for words here. See what might make sense for that theme. I see... Oh, I thought I saw trouble, but there's no L to add. I thought we'd be able to add an L and make trouble, but that's interesting that we almost have trouble. It might be a coincidence. Oh, we have through. Oh. THROUGH. Through. That's hard to spell in a game like this, where it's all mixed up. So we're talking about prepositions here. Above. We probably have below. So prepositions, do we have a P? Surprisingly, no P. Okay. I see location. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah, spanogram's location. Beside. Okay. Do we have below? We don't have an L at all, so there's no below. So let's just think about other prepositions here. So we've got above, beside, through, under. We do have under. Oh, underneath. Darn, not a perfect game. Underneath. Between. And among. Sus. All right. Pretty straightforward today. Straightforward today. All right. Well, how'd you do?